The crowds are gathering and the stage is being set. The covers are about to come off. Some of the most important new economy cars, luxury SUVs, and sports cars for the model year ahead. Hi, I'm Marty Paget for High Gear Media, and we're here at the 2012 Paris Auto Show to bring you the most important debuts from the week, including a pair of brand new vehicles from Jaguar Land Rover. Media Day started off with a bang. The 2014 Jaguar F-Type, the long-awaited spiritual successor to the company's original E-Type sports car from the 60s. The F-Type is a true sports car. It's a two-seater, a convertible, and rear-wheel drive. Now when it goes on sale in May of 2013 in the US, it'll have a choice of 3 powertrains. The base version will be a supercharged V6 with 340 horsepower, while the mid-level version will have the same engine with 380 horsepower. Top versions will get a 495 horsepower supercharged V8, good for 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, and a top speed of 186 miles an hour. For now at least, all F-Types will be automatic transmission only. An 8-speed automatic with paddle shifters will be standard. Next up, the all-new Range Rover. A 2013 model in the US, on sale by the end of the year, the new Range Rover gets an all-new aluminum architecture. That helps it save 700 pounds of curb weight, which in turn lets Range Rover engineers stretch it by almost 4.5 inches in wheelbase, giving it a much bigger back seat. The powertrains are carried over from last year, which means 385 horsepower in the base version and 510 horsepower in the upscale version. The key new feature? A terrain response system that detects the surface ahead and adapts the traction and stability systems to accommodate. Volkswagen Golf also made its world debut at the Paris Auto Show. It's not scheduled to come to the US for another 14 months, but Volkswagen also saw fit to show the GTI as a concept car. Now the entire Golf range gets a little bit bigger inside, while it weighs about 200 pounds less than before, and the interior's been upgraded a few notches with a standard LCD touchscreen. The engines range from 158 horsepower base turbo 4 to the GTI's 217 horsepower Turbo 4. US sales should begin early in 2014. We've seen it in pictures at the Moscow Auto Show, but this is the first time we've seen the new Mazda 6 sedan live and in the sheet metal. Now in the US, we won't be getting the wagon version that was shown along with the sedan, and we won't be getting any V6 engines anymore. This is another Mazda that takes advantage of SkyActiv technology to reduce weight and increase fuel efficiency. 2 4-cylinder engines are expected in the US versions, one a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder with about 189 horsepower. Next up, the concept cars. If you never thought Porsche would ever build an SUV or a sedan, you may not be ready for a wagon. But that's the Turismo, a concept that Porsche showed off based on the Panamera. No word on production yet. We see a lot clearer future for the Lexus LFCC. The sleek and pretty coupe clearly showed up in Paris as a predecessor to the next IS range. Though it wasn't a convertible coupe like the IS 2-doors that we have today, we fully expect that a hardtop 2-door is coming with the next generation, which should be out in the next 12 to 16 months. We expect a hybrid powertrain like the one in this concept to show up in the next IS as well. Of course, the Paris Auto Show wouldn't be Paris without some strange displays. And without some even stranger concept cars like this Citroën People Mover that only had 2 doors, just 2 really large ones. And of course, the Paris Auto Show is the best place you can think of to catch up on all the exotic cars you've missed in the last year. This Ferrari F12 Berlinetta just gets better looking every time we see it. From every angle, it's the most beautiful sports car on display down in the Ferrari end of the aisle. No touching, please. For even more Paris Auto Show coverage, check out our sites, the Car Connection, Motor Authority, and Green Car Reports, and follow us on Twitter at Car Connection, The Real MA, and Green Car Reports. You can also follow us on Facebook and check us out on Instagram too. I'm Marty Paget. Thanks for joining us.